Hi folks, Jesse Ivy back with you again today. And today we're going to talk about why owner finance land has become so popular. Well, it's really quite simple. Owner finance land over the last 10 years has really become popular, and I feel that going forward it's going to become even more popular because people are tired of dealing with traditional financing, and basically that's another way of saying banks. When you think about buying a house or a income property or something like that, you're going to have to deal with the bank. That means you're going to have crystal clear credit. You're going to have to come in with 20 to 40% down. If it's a commercial property, it's going to be a lot more. If it's just your residential house, it could be 20%. It could be even a little more than that, depending on if you have good credit or not. If you have bad credit, forget it. It's not going to happen. You're most likely not going to be able to buy a house. And unless you can find an owner financed, property like a house that is being offered by owner financing. But for this video, we're going to talk about land, and owner finance land has become more popular over the last 10 years because of people dealing with banks. There's a lot of good things about owning owner finance land because you don't have to qualify for a loan. Most land companies that offer owner financing, they don't care about your credit so much. You may have bad credit from a divorce, bad credit from a bankruptcy, maybe somebody got sick, or maybe you guys just had a divorce or something like that. These companies, land companies, don't care about that. They're willing to let you start over by offering owner financing. And there's great land parcels that you can find on a lot of websites. We happen to have our own website. You just go to www.ownerfinanceland.com and check it out. We have land on there, Colorado, California, Oregon, to name a few states that we have land there for sale. But we don't charge, you don't have to do a loan application or talk to a banker to buy a piece of land. A lot of people are going this route because, you pay off the land, then you can, maybe put a manufactured home on it down the road or something because you already own the land, or have something built because you already have the land. It makes things a lot easier by buying the land first and then not having to worry so much about trying to do the whole thing all together. It's far less expensive that way. Some people just want to own land, like to go out on the weekend, maybe go camping, go hunting, have something fun to do for the kids, on the weekends or whatever, just to get out and about and out in nature, out with wildlife. There's a lot of good things about that. It's good for the spirit, it's good for your body, it's good for you to get out of the city, get out of your head, and get out on some land that you own yourself. A lot of people like owner finance land for those reasons, but the main reason is you don't have to qualify. Like with our company, if you buy land on our website, you can go in there, you can go look for land. We don't care about if you got a divorce or, cousin Harry says you're an idiot or whatever. We don't care. That's not what this is about. It's about giving people a second chance. We don't care about your credit, and we have low down payments. There are not a lot of red tape to go through when you're dealing with our company. There's a lot of other land companies out there too. But if you're somebody that just wants to own some land, you feel like, maybe that you'll get to a point where, down the road, maybe you'll want to build a house on the land, or you just want something to go out in on the weekends. But the main thing is you don't have to deal with a lender this way. There's no fees to pay. There's no doc fees. We don't charge doc fees. Our company doesn't anyway. But dealing with land companies, you don't have to go through all these credit checks, all this red tape, all these delays, people asking you about your past life. What happened in your marriage? Why did you get a divorce? Why did you get a bankruptcy? All that stuff. You don't have to worry about that because we don't ask those questions. We basically offer credit most likely to anyone willing to commit to a contract. And basically what happens is people They go onto our website, they find land that they like, and sometimes they give us a call, ask some questions, or sometimes, you know, we just wake up in the morning and somebody has already put down payment down on the property. That's what's cool about dealing with owner finance land, is because the down payment's not usually so much. Like if you're going to try to buy a house, that's 20%. So let's say your house costs $600,000. So you're talking, you know, you're having to come up with 20% of that. You know, that's like, you know, way over $100,000 that you're having to come in with just to buy the house, because housing prices have basically doubled since 2020, and they're outrageous right now. So any little way that you can get into a piece of land, you know, maybe you're going to build a tiny house, maybe you're going to build a, you know, something that's exploratory, or maybe you're going to actually put a manufactured home on there, do a land home package, you know, where you already own the land, so you don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is take care of the manufactured home part of it. Anyway, this is the way to get started in life. By finding a company that you can deal with, and you know, if they're offering owner finance land, it's one way you can build your credit back up. If you had bad credit, you can build it back up. Use the land company as a credit reference down the road. Anyway, that is the main reason that owner finance land is becoming so popular, and I look for it to become even more popular as housing prices continue to escalate through the next 10 years. I think housing prices will continue to go up, as well as interest rates. You know, the interest rates are way high right now. Who knows what, you know, they may come down a little bit, but they may go back up more. But anyway, those are reasons why you should look at buying some owner finance land if you can afford it. We offer low down payments. The monthly payments is actually quite affordable too, and there's no early payoff penalties. Once again, that website to go to is www.ownerfinancedland.com. You can go in there, check it out, and if you have any questions, you can give us a call, and you can also contact us through email. Anyway, this is Jesse signing off. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and we will be back again with another video down the road. And this is Jesse signing off from the Owner Terms Land Network.